Don't do the Traka 360. It's fucking hard.
Introducing Tabby Nutt.
We will now demonstrate to us different from any aircraft.
What makes someone look like a cyclist?
Long socks and awkward leg socks. They're not long, but they're not short. Too many backpacks, all on one shoulder. Very sensible clothing.
The tan lines
Oh god,
with some
serious
lines.
tan lines. Yeah, that's a big telltale.
We found pasta in Spain.
Look how good this is!
There you go. What have you found? How many are you doing?
Oh my god! Have you got Arkies?
We're gonna grab a
Girly gravel ride!
This is the pure example of why gravel is superior to road. 100%. Look at the girl power right now.
I got told that eating was cheating. But it's not anymore! It's not! We've got lunch.
Serious, I hear on the streets, and to kick it off, my ladies, scientific method, but just
You're a sweet snack!
And the filter machine doesn't work, but we're using it as a V60. Do it with spoon.
When caffeine is needed, anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
You missed something. We are going over to register our bikes. Check that they're not going to fall to pieces. So we've got our passports to prove our identity. Got some lights to show them that we can shine our way through the darkness because we've got insurance just in case anything goes wrong. Although we've got our whistles for that, so that's fine. Come save me!
Mine passed the test.
Tabby Nutt.
So at 6 AM on the dot, we were released, and the pace was pretty high at the start. I think a lot of people were trying to get into good position going into the gravel sections.
Let him out, guys!
After my recent experience completely going out too hard, I was trying to hold myself back, but it's pretty hard when you see fellow racers who you know around you, and you don't want to lose groups. This hill was super tough, and I knew it was luck of the draw as to what people would do in front of me, and someone getting off just meant I had to get off and walk for a bit because I couldn't hold any speed at that cadence. But yeah, the rest of the start was absolutely stunning, and we finally got some light, which was great. I think at this point I still wasn't really thinking about my pacing, and I kind of left that group on a climb and went out in front, and then I found myself on my own and suddenly realised that was really silly because I've still got like 350 odd kilometres to go. So I tried looking for other people and managed to find a group in front. So the 360 course starts pretty tough, with the first 90k being pretty undulating, so any of these flat sections were like super relieving, and I tried to use them to pick up average speed a bit. But I did realise looking down that we were travelling a lot faster than I was targeting to travel by this point. It's such a hard decision in the moment because you know the speed that you want to hold, but if you're riding with other people and it's making your life a bit easier, then you want to stick with those wheels. And then we walked down this staircase and people actually attacked out the bottom of it, which was a little bit annoying.
Hello fans. It's running out of battery. Thriving. Feed station 1, complete.
So apparently everyone wasn't going to wait for each other and head off together after the feed zone, so when I had my pee, people left without me, so I went and chased them and managed to catch them on the hill. And then this bit was absolutely stunning, so it was worth every element of that slightly steep climb to descend this. So at this point I was realising that the people I was around, I was climbing faster than but descending slower than, so I was having to like get quite a bit of distance on the climb in front of people so that then they would catch me up on the descent and I wouldn't be dropped. So in between feed station 1 and 2, the views were absolutely stunning, and it was about this point when I realised that there was no water in my hydration vest that I'd been given at feed station 1, which was a little bit of a disaster. But at this point I wasn't really thinking about it, I was just enjoying the view, drinking my bottles, finishing up my bottles, not really thinking about the fact that I still had maybe 75 kilometres and 2,000 metres of climbing to do with no water. So it turns out there was a miscommunication between me and Chief Swanny Tabby Nutt, where I said, make sure you fill up the hydration vest in the morning because I don't want it to spill, but I also put in a notes page, hydration vest is ready, and she read the notes page in the morning and was like, woo, hydration vest is ready, and chucked it on my back empty. So I tried asking riders around me if anyone had any spare water, but the answer was no, as I probably expected, because people wanted to hold on to the water for themselves. This bit was absolutely stunning and a bit I'd never ridden before. And I have to say, I very much wish that I had recce'd it, because, Gerard, I wasn't expecting you to throw this at us. So I suddenly hit this, what I can only describe as a mountain bike trail. And I just wasn't expecting it, and it was pretty tough, and I had to walk this bit of it because it was just too rocky. But then Amira told me afterwards she rode it, so apparently it is rideable. And the views, to be honest, were completely worth it. So this next bit was absolutely beautiful, and like, I'm definitely going to go up there and try and ride that again at some point. So I set out with a target to eat like, well, not 100 grams of carbs, but 80, or as close to 100 as I could get per hour. And I just couldn't swallow anything. My throat was so dry from the lack of water gone in that I couldn't swallow anything. But I was soon to be distracted from those thoughts by this lovely mountain bike trail. And you know what? I actually would have to say this was definitely something that I would say was out of my comfort zone in terms of gravel riding technically. But I rode it. I pretty much rode most of this, and people were walking everywhere and people were puncturing everywhere, but I was super proud of myself for this section. Probably could have ridden it with a bit more speed if I'd have recce'd it, but yeah, there were some drop-offs, there was quite a lot of large rocks, and yeah, people puncturing everywhere. And then we started the descent before what was going to be another huge climb, where the wind was so strong that I actually got thrown off my bike at one point. But yeah, so at this point, the views were absolutely stunning. And I was just thinking about what my plan was in terms of hydration. Like, was I going to try and find somewhere to stop to fill up a bottle? I actually did find a bar in a town at one point, and I managed to get the woman to fill up my water bottle. Someone also let me drink a bit from their hydration vest, so I managed to make it just about to the end of this section. And this second section after the first feed was honestly way tougher than I thought it was going to be. It was about 80 kilometres with 2,100 metres of climbing, but I really did feel those metres of climbing in my legs after the first section, and going off maybe a little bit too hard.
What a selection. Check-in from the Swanny team. We're at feed station 2. I was updated that Maddie was dying of thirst. Feed station 1. Successful. We're at 172 kilometres in. Got a little all-you-can-eat buffet ready for them. Lewis is on the lookout.
I've been throwing up a little bit, but not that much.
After downing a lot of liquid, I got moving again, but sadly, this is the end of the GoPro footage, because this happened. But I did go back and get it. I didn't want to lose my GoPro, all the content.
We're at feed number 3, waiting for the girlies to come by. Another all-you-can-eat buffet laid out lovely. The hat. The vibes here are immaculate.
Can't eat anything. But like, do you have an impulse at all to just go, maybe no?
You're doing so well, sweetie.
The eating part, you don't enjoy what you're eating.
It's a zebra. It's fucked as well.
Like, if I'm eating for however long, 18 hours.
Yeah, you're just shoveling it in.
Yeah, how are you
You're shoveling it in.
Try to actually swallow it, don't inhale it through your nose.
To just go, maybe no.
Do you have any words for your subscribers?
Don't do the Traka 360.
Anything is possible.
Go on, chew like a champ.
I'm doing.
I was dead.
We'll see you real soon.
Come on, Maddie.
Because I wasn't able to like take on any food because of my stomach playing up, I pretty much rode off nothing. Like I was managing to, this is absolutely vile, but some of the time I was vomiting, I was like swallowing it. So I was like trying to keep some of the carbs in.
Quick Swanny check-in. We're at feed 4, 6:25 p.m. They've been riding for about 12 hours. Got snacks, seats reclined. We're having a great day. Dwindling of your all-you-can-eat buffet.
The downfall of the...
Welcome to Lewis's all-you-can-eat buffet. Jelly on the handlebars. Go Mary, you got this. You're a hero. Still at feed 4, threatening to rain. Look at those moody sky. Wow. We've seen some lightning over yonder. Don't know about the riders, but I think the Swanny delirium is setting in. Is that a tan line or is it just mud?
I think it's both. I just can't swallow.
Glorious. No idea if you can even see me right now. It's properly raining outside. We're at feed 5, the last feed. They've got about 30k once they get here. They've been riding about 15 hours. Bonkers. It's nuts. Go Mira, let's go Mira! Run, run! They're all having to come back to go the right way. Chaos. Chaos. Is that her? I can't tell. Maddie, is that you? Woo!
Oh, I've got a second win.
You're amazing! Go left, go left! Woo! Nailed it! Woo!
Thank you. This is high meditation. Super natural and everything.
Yeah, I'll have one of these.
It's lemon and natural.
It was so hard. Why did we do that?
Chuffed.
I'm pretty impressed with that.
Yeah, you got the crowd now with the sea, with the...
Yeah.
What did you say?
I've just thrown up and I might.
Right, come on, go to the toilet. Where are the toilets?
So it's the morning after the tracker. I look a little bit better because I've managed to eat something this morning, but I looked pretty gaunt yesterday. Like I think that's probably the most lean I've ever been in my life. Overall, not sure if I'm going to repeat that ever again. It was an experience. Definitely the hardest thing I've ever done. I think the dehydration and the vomiting are linked in with that, but I think regardless, like riding that far off-road on a bike is challenging. So Amira and I finished 4th and 5th, which we're super happy with given like how stacked the field was. And we've got podium today, which is fun because they're doing top 10 podium because it was such a big race. And like I think I really rate that because even finishing, I think you should be standing on that podium. Not sure I'd recommend. No, I definitely recommend. It was an amazing race. Incredible experience. I'd say that's the highest level of racing I've done in Europe apart from World Champs last year. I'd say the atmosphere was like outstanding. Probably the best race in terms of atmosphere that I've ever been to. Gerard's just a nutcase and just made us a route that was just crazy.
Press your car, drop as hard as you can.
Oh no. This is beyond our pay grade. Our expertise. I do not want to be...
In 5th place in 16:52.50, Madeline Nutt.
And now it's time to call the 4th woman from Great Britain again. She people call her Melor Amira Melor.
Your
top 10 women in the Traka 360. 350, 653 from France.